So, Dimash Kudaibergen. On this channel, that's a name that doesn't need any introduction. He has a voice that simply challenges the very definition of what's humanly possible. So in this video, I'm going to be exploring through this epic journey, counting down my 25 favorite performances from this vocal phenomenon. Over the next 5 or so videos, we'll dive into what I believe is Dimash Kudaibergen's most breathtaking moments, breaking down the artistry, the technique, and the sheer emotional power behind his performances. Okay, so ranking Dimash Kudaibergen's performances, that's nearly impossible because every single one is absolutely breathtaking, and I know you'd agree with me on that. So this list is purely my personal opinion. It's not to say that one song is better than the other, but it's just my personal opinion as to how I feel these songs impacted me. But I'd love to hear your opinion, so let me know in the comment section below. Remember, just because a performance has a higher number in this list doesn't mean it's any less incredible. Every one of the songs that this man has made has been phenomenal. I love all of these songs, and this series is just a celebration of Dimash's unmatched artistry. Okay, so this is part 1, where we reveal numbers 25 through to 21. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Okay, so at number 25, we've got Golden. For me, this song was wild. I mean, it was such a crowd pleaser. Golden is not just a song, it's a vibe for the crowd to get into. It's cinematic, almost like it belongs in a movie. It's intense, and it perfectly showcases why Dimash is in a league of his own. From those dark, moody lows to his insane high belts and a bit of rock grit in there, this vocal journey in this track is just the chef's kiss. And also the production of the one that I saw, it's electric. There's literally electronic elements in it. The pulsing beat, the way the music builds and drops. It's designed to keep you on the edge of the seat and also jumping off your feet. So you feel the song as much as you hear it, which for me puts it at a perfect starter for this list. And then we have Hello at number 24. Dimash's rendition of the song Hello, it's a breathtaking fusion of a vocal mastery and artistic cultural innovation. His seamless transitions between registers, from delicate falsettos to powerful belts, elevate Lionel Richie's classic into a transcendent experience. Adding a unique twist, he incorporates traditional Kazakh elements, such as that native flute, blending cultural influences with contemporary pop for a fresh and mesmerizing interpretation. I remember that song extremely fondly. Also, when I think of that performance, I think mostly of the emotional depth of it, and it's undeniable. He pours his heart into every note, captivating audiences with his rich expressiveness and dynamic stage presence. He just has this uncanny ability to fuse genres and cultures, which not only showcases his technical skill, but also his deep musical sensitivity. The performance has received widespread acclaim, with fans and critics praising his ability to reinvent a beloved song while staying true to its emotional essence. In fact, amplifying it, in my opinion. 23. Dudarai. That performance made me look like a bit of a plank, because I was just sort of interpreting it as went on, and then he just flipped the switch. It was a masterclass in vocal agility, charisma, and pure joy. I mean, it started off pretty somber, and then it just kicked up. And it wasn't like his usual operatic performances. That song sort of showcased his playful side with infectious energy, started off with a Kazakh instrument, then moved to keys. It just captivated the audience that was there. And his ability to fuse folk and contemporary styles creates a dynamic and refreshing experience, making the performance feel both effortless and engaging. From the very first note, it's clear he's like in the mood, he's feeling out for the song, and then he just brings out this enthusiasm and radiant energy through the screen, which was just outstanding. And then the vocal performance of that, exceptional breath control, rapid fire phrasing, And it's a song in Kazakh, so the consonants do tend to make things sound more complicated than it would be for him. And he had his melismatic runs. He navigated the song with perfection, even though it was a very tricky rhythm. And all that does is prove once again why he is considered one of the best vocalists in the world, and in my opinion, the best. And beyond the technical mastery, his stage presence is magnetic. Interacting with musicians, the virtual crowd, he transforms the song into a shared celebration of music and culture. His ability to tell a story through performance makes Dudarai not just a showcase of skill, but a deeply enjoyable experience, which is why it deserves to be in the spot. 23 is not low, considering I'm going to do all of Dimash's songs, and I'll probably revisit this video concept in the future. But for me, it was the sheer joy and energy in Dudarai which make it a must watch. And take a look at my reaction video for that performance. It was quite a bit of fun. And at number 22, we have Smoke. The introduction highlights Dimash's exceptional vocal abilities, setting the stage for a deeper analysis from my perspective, where I did go a bit nerdy. It's his unique vocal range and unparalleled technical skill that made it what it is. And again, Dimash being the vocal phenom that he is, every single performance ought to be able to captivate the world an infinite amount of times, because the song Smoke was extremely contemporary. It had a bit of a haunting vibe to it, but it was atmospheric with instrumentation that was very modern. It also had a lot of emotional depth to it, which I deeply appreciated. But above all of that, it was a vibe that was dancing. He was dancing himself, and he just soared from really deep chest belty lows to exceedingly high head mixes. So the analysis that I went with, the way I would describe that performance was silk transforming into fire. And I know that's kind of weird because those are two different things. But when you think texturally, atmospherically, when you think of emotionally, that's the type of vibe I was getting from the song. It's also worth noting that Dimash doesn't just sing, but he makes it a cinematic experience through his voice, through the deep emotions, and through his movements as well as he dances. And it's just really fantastic. I thoroughly loved that song. And at number 21, we have Adagio. Now, from the very first note, Dimash pulls you in with that very sensitive, emotional texture in his voice, and you can feel the emotion he pours into every single phrase. It's almost as if he's channeling the soul of the song itself, and I love that. The way he navigates the delicate, almost fragile moments only to explode into spine-tingling high notes and beautiful mixed voice belts was just mesmerizing. And his range in that song, ridiculous. He effortlessly glides from the deepest, most resonant lows to piercingly beautiful falsettos, showcasing both control and power. But for me, where it got really exciting in his performance of Adagio was somewhere around the 2.5 minute mark, when Dimash hits that impossibly high head mix. Just pure goosebumps. The sheer agility and emotion he packs into that one vocal leap is enough to make you forget to breathe. So that performance wasn't just about technical skill. Again, though, let's be real, his technique is flawless in 99.9% of his performances. But for me, it's about the connection and the way he manages himself on the stage, which makes you feel the song all the more. And you're not just listening, you're feeling every word, every note with him. And for me, those 5 performances are just sheer gold. So that's the end of part 1 of this journey through my Dimash Kudaibergen favorite performances. I hope you found it educational. I hope you can resonate with it. And if you have a difference of opinion, let me know in the comment section below. I got to tell you, with every single song that I've listened to from him, from the first note to the last, each of those performances showcases extraordinary technique, emotional depth, and sheer vocal power. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I just want to emphasize this is not a ranking video of Dimash's performance because again, each one holds a unique place in my heart. But remember, the order is just my personal take and I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Be sure to share your favorites in the comment section below. Let's keep the conversation going. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you again for joining me on this epic journey. I've enjoyed every moment of exploring Dimash's incredible talent with you, and I hope this series has sparked a new admiration for his work. Until next time, be kind, be gentle, and be respectful to one another, and help each other out when you can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Cheers.